Hey everyone, this is your host, the one and only King Nigel of Sigma Male Diaries. Thank you everyone for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the purchases on my website, repercussionsapparel.com. Thank you for the purchases of my book, Repercussions, What Happens in the Dark Will Come to Light. Also, I give a big shout out to all of my fans who subscribe to me on YouTube, as well as those who have followed me on my podcast on platforms such as Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Reason FM, Red Circle. It really means a lot, ladies and gentlemen. If I forgot a podcast platform, just let me know, because sometimes I just be doing so much, I just can't remember everything that I be doing most of the time, but I can go back and reflect because I do take notes and everything like that. But those are the following platforms, that I could remember off the top of my head. Also, I'm on the cast, and I'm on Audrey. Yes, I'm on Audrey. But ladies and gentlemen, what I really wanted to talk about is that, it comes a point in time in our lives whereas, we have to make choices in regards to what we want in our lives, especially us men that are looked up as, we look to as role models, leaders, providers, protectors, all that good stuff. But it comes a point in time where we have to make certain sacrifices along the lines, whereas our group of friends may change. We may start becoming distant from certain people that's filled with drama, negativity. No one who's really doing anything with them lives to better themselves. They always negative. They don't have anything positive to say. And it's sad and it's unfortunate that when you decide to make a change in your life and you start to do better, people start to look at you as if they put these words in your mouth that you're better than everybody, or you don't have time for nobody because of this and because of that. But certain people is not going to understand. They may know about it, but they may also ignore it. When a person starts to do more things with themselves and become more focused, that person, time, attention, energy, effort, resources, financial resources, regardless of what it is going to be more focused and applied to that person's life. They're not going to have the spare time. They're not going to have the spare energy, the spare attention, the spare anything. So 9 times out of 10, the further you go up the ladder in life, the more people that you're going to lose along the way. And some people aren't willing to make that type of sacrifice. They rather try to just sit there and be nice and, try to explain to a person in a nice way that, why they're not doing this or why they're not doing that. But what is it about people to where as if they feel so entitled within you? What make people feel as if they supposed to depend on you? What make people feel as if you owe them something? Ladies and gentlemen, these are the type of things I'm going to discuss more on my podcast. Because, you see a lot of people post on Facebook. You even hear a lot of people say, I'm going to do what makes me happy. But how much self-fulfillment are you lacking to whereas if you have to only focus on just making you happy? Like, how long is that going to last? Is your happiness going to be temporary? Is it going to be permanent? Or is it going to be eternal? See, that's the thing. People, you hear them say these things, I'm just going to just live my life to the fullest. But then once they become lonely after doing this for so long, they want someone else to come into their lives and fulfill their happiness for them. Do you know how ungrateful and how unappreciative a lot of people are when it comes to them receiving attention or anything from someone else, because they have it set up so much of their mind that they so deserving that another person will have to give them so much of this in order to be in their lives? Do you know how easy and how more simple it is for a person to deal with someone else that has themselves wrapped together? So why fight through all these barriers and go through all this red tape, they call it, Or why would you have to convince a person and do just that much more to say, hey, I want to be with you? That's a lot of stuff, that's really tearing a lot of people's mindset up. They're being irrational, unrealistic, delusional, psychotic, insane. Because they try to move around in different ways and thinking they're going to get the same outcome or result, and they're not. They're becoming bitter and angry. They're starting to bash people, and they starting to, blame everything on everybody else instead of them taking a look at themselves. A lot of people fail to self-reflect. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks for the love, thanks for the support, and this is your host, King Nigel of Sigma Male Diaries. And I'm